स्टार्ट तो कर
क्या? हाँ
स्टार्ट तो कर तब इसको ऑन कर लेंगे.
yes. Hello everyone. Has everyone received a sheet? Has everyone received a sheet? Yes. Okay. Welcome to the Open General Quiz, Day 2, second quiz, and also the final quiz of Quizzophrenia 26. Welcome to the prelims. With me, I am Shirsha. With me is Utsav and also Shreyash. Unfortunately, he is not here with us today. Okay. So, please everyone write your team name, contact number, and name of your team members. Everyone has written it, right? Now moving on to the rules slide. Okay, so there are 20 questions. Each question consists of 1 point. There are no negatives, so take as many guesses as you want. The multiples of 4 are star marked, and the QM's decision is final. Also, please, no use of unfair means. Okay, everybody clear with the rules? Let's start. Okay, X is a well-established posh residential locality in West Delhi, known for its wide roads, greenery, and family-friendly environment, which also serves as the hometown of many notable figures such as Shikhar Dhawan, Daler Mehndi, and others. But recently, X gained a lot of attraction as it was mentioned in the third installment of an American history romance series, which left Twitter users in splits, with many sharing memes calling it the West Delhi Supermarket. Identify the location X. The hints are already highlighted with orange. I need the locate. Moving on to the next question. Okay, this is a connect. There are 5 characters. If you can't see, I will just identify them for you. This is from the left. This is Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider. Then it is Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's. Then Jake Gyllenhaal from Brokeback Mountain. Then it is Lord Anthony Bridgerton from Bridgerton, and also then after that Deepika Padukone as Lady Singham. Yes.
We have to connect the character, not the people.
No, not specified. You have to connect to a viral event, and this is also an inexhaustive list, so there can be more names added to this list. No comments. Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's. The characters. I am like Brokeback Mountain. I said Jake Gyllenhaal, but the character of Jake Gyllenhaal. It is not required. Just the character is required. And Deepika Padukone as Lady Singham, so the Lady Singham character. Yes, the character's name in the movies or roles they played, they connect to a viral event. Less than 6 months. 2025. I would say 2025, not 2026. So moving on to the next question. Okay, this is a picture. Identify this person and what does this picture try to depict? I guess everybody can see the picture clearly. It is a person. Okay, I want the person's name and why is the picture taken like this? Like, what is he trying to depict through this picture? Yes, yeah, I wanted descriptive only. So the two parts, the person and the description, any short description would do. So moving on to the next question. This is a star mark question. A Sri Lankan church had an unexpected surprise in its Christmas program. 30 minutes. Okay. Okay. Everybody done? Next question. A Sri Lankan church had an unexpected surprise in its Christmas program. Instead of the traditional X prayer, the pamphlets featured dashes X lyrics. Attendees only realized the mix up uh, while flipping through the booklets during a holiday fundraiser. According to the reports, organizers believed they were including the standard X prayer for the holiday service. Instead, the X inserted into the booklet contained explicit references from a late rapper's song, including themes of revenge, conspiracy, and alcohol, which quickly caused confusion among attendees. Identify X, which caused this mix up. So X is a name of a prayer, and X is also name of the song which caused the mix up. So they both share the same name. They both share the same name. X is the prayer's name, and X is also the name of the lyrics of the song of the singer. Uh, Prayer and the lyrics of the song, they both have same name like X. So it is not different. It is the same thing.
Are you saying which year this happened?
No, no comments on the year. No.
So the number of
Block. Everybody done? Moving on to the next question. Sanjit Pai of Bloom Ventures has coined a new term for founders who did their bachelor's abroad and returned to build in the Indian ecosystem, like Piyush Bansal and Adit Palicha. These founders have started 1/10 of all active unicorns in the country. What term is used to refer to them? माइक का चार्ज ही नहीं रहता है ऐसे मेरा आवाज ऑडिबल है नॉर्मली Yes, this is a short question. Moving on to the next question. During one of India's most high-profile cricket seasons last year, a popular snack brand faced a challenge that it wasn't allowed to sell its products inside stadiums, despite fans' enthusiasm. Therefore, to tackle this issue, they partnered up with a creative agency called FCB Kinects. The campaign went viral, and later the brand was served a notice for aggression advertising. Identify the brand and the funda they used to tackle this issue. This is a two-part question. Focus on last year. Focus block. Okay. Any other blocks or any one block? I'll give the hint. Focus on last year's cricket season, and this snack brand is very famous among influencers.
the fact that they went abroad. Is that from where the name comes?
No, no comments on that. Moving on to the next question. Encounters at the End of the World is a 2007 American documentary film about a certain place and the people who wanted to spend time there. At the 81st Academy Awards, this particular docu-film got nominated for the Best Documentary Feature. But recently, this docu-film has caught everyone's attention for making the concept of X, something anonymous in the context of prisoners, popular, but in totally different context as adopted by netizens. ID, why did the docu-film became famous recently?
Just have to explain why.
Yes, I don't want X. I just want the explanation why this documentary is in like recent news.
You want the entire explanation or just that key term?
2 3 keywords, I think that is a very short explanation would do. Okay, so moving on to the next question. This is a star mark question. In April 1974, residents of Sitka, Alaska saw dark smoke rising from the crater nearby. They were convinced that the volcano was erupting, but that wasn't the case. What actually happened? Okay, this is a picture of a crater. I think 2 keywords would do.
Sorry?
2 keywords. I need 2 keywords. I no hints for this one. I would say focus on the question very carefully. A big hint is given in the question itself. हाँ भाई मेरे को लग रहा है cut off बोल। हाँ। Okay, moving on to the next question. In the mid 1970s, a British Australian band was commissioned to compose the soundtrack for a film that would go on to define the disco era. Among the tracks, tracks they created was a song that became an enduring anthem of rhythm, resilience, and cultural impact. During the recording process, however, tragedy struck. When the mother of one of the band members passed away, production was disrupted, and the band also faced a technical setback with their drummer when their drummer was unavailable. Rather than postponing the event, rather than postponing the project, they improvised by engineering a repeating drum loop in the studio to preserve the song's now iconic beat. In a striking twist of irony, this very song would later become associated with saving countless lives. Identify this song. The band is not needed, the song name is needed. No, no. Okay, the song is famous. So, moving on to the next question. In The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, a minor bureaucrat named Mr. Prosser is tasked with demolishing Arthur Dent's house for a bypass. Adds a bizarre piece of backstory. Prosser is a direct male line descendant of X, which supposedly explains his fondness for small fur hats and why he occasionally imagines hairy horsemen shouting in his head. This joke becomes even funnier in an adaptation, where one can hear distant screams just before Prosser talks, a snicker at the violent history associated with his lineage. Identify X. What is the meaning of? Prosser is the name in the character. It is a character in the novel. Yeah. Hints are highlighted. Hints are already highlighted. Okay, so that was all from my side. Now, my co-QM Utsav will continue. 6 से करना है ना?
हाँ, 6 seconds. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. So first question from my side is, in Longwa, a village home to Nagaland's Konyak tribe, lies a geopolitical peculiarity, a situation that complicates governance, policing, and development, yet fosters a shared identity and peaceful coexistence. What makes this village so uniquely different from the rest of India? I just need the funda. Hints? Block. So let's move on to the next question. A contemporary 3-volume political thriller series written by Y blends elements of real political events with fictionalized narratives about power struggles at the highest levels of government. The story revolves around an alleged conspiracy involving powerful officials attempting to undermine a sitting leader. Throughout the series, the author inserts himself into the storyline as a loyal knight-like figure who helps an embattled emperor like leader fend off political adversaries and reclaim control of his domain. The books mix investigative claims, political commentary, and dramatized storytelling inspired by recent events. Identify X, the trilogy, and Y, its author. So you need to give me the trilogy and the author.
यही यूज करना है.
Can't say. No comments. Hence, anyone? Oh, no, that I cannot say, na. Okay. The trilogy are children books. Block. No. It's 1, 2, 3. No, the trilogy has a name. Can't say. Trilogy, book, author, book. No, I just need the name of the trilogy. Let's move on to the next question. In 2018, a certain Japanese Series X approached its final 2 episodes. Cities across Latin America began organizing large public viewing parties to celebrate the conclusion. In Ciudad Juarez, in the Mexican state of Chihuahua, a group of young fans even approached the local municipality seeking support to organize a free public screening in one of the city's main square, expecting hundreds of attendees. However, the scale of these events soon drew official attention. The Japanese embassy in Mexico contacted the state governor requesting that the public broadcast of the final episodes be halted, citing copyright violations. After discussions, authorities allowed the screening to go ahead anyway, drawing an enormous crowd of around 15,000 people who gathered to watch the finale together. Identify the show which almost caused a diplomatic tussle between Japan and Mexico. I don't need the exact show, I just need the franchisee. No specific show. I just need the franchisee, not the specific show. Yes.
Batteries of both the mics are gone. Battery.
I don't know. Not my question. I don't know. Can't. Let's move on to the next question. This is a direct quote. I'm not going to lie to X. 90% of the people on this planet, especially in the West, were born out of a bottle of whiskey on a Saturday night. And there was no intent to have children. So 90% of us, that includes everybody, were accidents. I don't know anybody who was a planned child. All of us were Saturday night specials. X is in the majority, along with me and everybody else. Y is a planned child, and therein lies the difference. I don't love X any less as a child. He's still my son, whether he came out from a bottle of whiskey or because they did not have pills in those days. He's here, he belongs to me, and he always will. Who said this about X and Y? Identify X and Y. No hints for this one. This is a direct quote. No hints for this one. No, no hints. Let's move on to the next question. In the late 19th century, in the American city of Battle Creek in Michigan, a health reformer and physician ran a sanitarium that prompted strict ideas about diet, morality, and bodily discipline. In his book, Plain Facts for Old and Young, he described masturbation as self pollution and argued that rich, spicy foods could stimulate undesirable urges, while a plain and easily digestible diet might help suppress them. During dietary experiments for patients with digestive troubles, an accidentally created breakfast preparation emerged from his kitchen. While organically intended as a simple health food, popular culture later fused his anti-masturbation views with the invention, giving rise to the persistent myth that it was designed as a tool of moral restraint. Identify the food. चल रहा है?
बैटरी बढ़ती है.
Let's move on to the next question then. On 27th February, celebrated globally as Pokemon Day, the franchisee marked its 30th anniversary around this time. A rank compiled from Google search data in the United States listed the most searched Pokemon over the past 3 years. As expected, the top of the table is dominated by familiar names such as Pikachu, Charizard, Squirtle, and others. However, the Pokemon placed in second place raised some eyebrows. Introduced only recently in the Paldea region, Generation 9, some observers believe its surprisingly high search numbers might be partially be the result of people actually looking up a real world counterpart with a very similar name. A distribution map of the real world species is shown in the next slide. Identify the Pokemon or the real world counterpart. They both have a very similar name, so any name would do. Let's move on to the next slide. This is the real world counterparts distribution map. The real world counterpart is found, not the Pokemon. Can we go back to the question once?
Can you hold up the map?
Okay. Huh. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's move on to the next question then. Okay, let's get back to the question. This is a star mark question, by the way. Okay, let's move on to the map and then we'll move on to question number 17. No, the real world counterpart and the Pokemon has a very similar name. And this is the distribution of the real world counterpart. This is the distribution of the real world counterpart. So any name would do. Let's move on to question 17. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, parts of Dash region experienced severe food shortages and famines. Rice, the staple food there, became scarce and expensive. To cope with the situation, people turned to items imported or made available through colonial trade networks. Flour was used to make eggs, which could feed many people at a low cost. Eggs emerged as a practical street food because it required relatively inexpensive ingredients, was filling and energy dense for laborers, and could easily be prepared quickly in roadside eateries. Identify X. And for the hint, the X and the dash have the same, are the same.
That region and the name of the food are
The letters, let me see. The letters are indicative. Huh.
Basically, the food and the region name is the same.
Kind of. Means,
X and the region are similar.
hmm. Huh? They share the name. Food name. I need the food name. I don't need the region name. I need the whole food name. They are indicative. There are 7 blanks. Region. Blanks indicative. 7 blanks. Okay. No more hints on this question. Let's move on to the next question. Originally introduced in Thailand as Krating Dang by Chalio Uvidya, this drink caught the attention of Dietrich Mateschitz. I am sorry for my pronunciation. When it helped relieve his jet lag during a visit to the country. The two later partnered up to create X, turning it into a global brand. Although the company is headquartered in Austria, its logo features an Indian animal. Today, with nearly 43% of the market share, it dominates its market worldwide. Identify X. Block now. Hint block. Block. Hints block. Okay.
In the food question, in the street food question,
No, no, no clarity.
I
Okay.
am is it the region is the part of the name or like
Region is the part of the name. I said so. Block. Let's move on to the next question. All eggs used in 2026 Winter Olympics were specially exported from a small island off the coast of Scotland, renowned for manufacturing these objects. After the conclusion of these games, the entire set of eggs is being shipped back to Scotland. What happens to them once they reach to Scotland? Explain the process and the reason. I just need what happens to them. What is the process and why it is happening? No, I don't need X.
Enjoy the past, yaar.
Now let's move on to the final question and then we'll do a rollback. Pictured next slide are Adidas sneakers released to be commemorate a special occasion that has become a significant part of counterculture. For this design, Adidas collaborated with a long-term running animated comedy series in which certain characters are portrayed as having a close association with something that was once widely stigmatized by society. A key design features of the same sneakers is the hidden pouch in the tongue, along with an illustration on the tongue that changes color when it is exposed to UV light. What occasion do these sneakers celebrate? How does the illustration serve as a reference to it? I need the occasion and how does the illustration works. Let's move on to the next slide and see the sneakers. These are the sneakers. I need the occasion which the sneakers are celebrating and what is the significance of the illustration. Let's move on to the question.
এইটা যদি জয়দীপ না পারিস,
Correct.
আয়ুষ তুমিও যদি না পারো, this is your thing.
Can we move to the picture once? Yeah. So, has everyone seen this question? Cause this will not return. Okay. Yeah? I'm not sure of it. It is a long running series. Comedy series. Animated comedy series. No, you don't have to name the series. You just need to give me the occasion the sneakers are celebrating and what is the illustration serving as a reference to.
Roll back.
Okay, let's move on to the image once and then we'll roll back. You can see the image here. No, I don't need the series name. There is a pouch here on the tongue.
Can you go back to the question? Can you go back to the question?
Yeah, sure. Now we are rolling back to question number 19. No, I cannot. हम बताते रहे. The logo features an Indian animal. It is written in the question. Number 20, I was asking the occasion which the sneakers are celebrating and the significance of the illustration. Huh?
हो गया.
Okay, let's move on to question 17.
কটা বেজেছে? 7টা. আয়ুষ এটাও যদি তুমি না পারো.
Let's move back to question 16.
This is the one.
First show the question. Yeah, this is the question. And map. After the question, we'll go back to the map and then we'll roll back. Huh? After the question, we'll go back to the map and then we'll roll back. This is a star marked question. Shishu, let's go back to the map. This is the map of the real world counterparts distribution. Question 16. Yeah, map पे भी enough time है. Question 15. In the late 19th century, this is a there was a hint block. Sorry, I cannot give. Let's move to question 14. This is a direct quote minus the x and y parts, but this is a direct quote by the quoter. I would not say so, but the quoter is very famous. The parent is very famous. The parent, the person who has said this quote, is very famous. Block. No, it would be too obvious. It would be too obvious. Too obvious. If I give the timeline, it would be too obvious. Let's move to question number 13. Okay, let's go back to 14th for 10 seconds and then we'll move back. Okay, let's move back to question 13. I just need the franchisee, you don't have to be specific. No, you don't have to be specific. Block. No, not of all time, of that show. But I just need the name of the franchisee. Let's move back to question 12. The hint for this was it is a children's book. Children book. Book for children. This is a book for children. The books are for children.
पंचतंत्र. क्या? हाँ. भाई मेरे को तो लग रहा है किसी को कुछ नहीं आता.
क्रेजी क्वेश्चन नहीं हो गया. Let's move back to question 11. In Longwa, a village home to Nagaland's Konyak tribe, lies a geopolitical peculiarity, a situation that complicates governance, policies and development, yet fosters a shared identity and peaceful coexistence. What makes this village so uniquely different from the rest of India? This village is uniquely different.
Public sacrifice.
ठीक है. इसके बाद का हिंट्स तुम दे देना अगर कुछ देना करना था.
Moving on to question 10.
एक बार सर्च करो तो पूयम का वो है मतलब वो प्री ब्रांड है ना.
Okay, question 9. You just need to identify the song, not the band.
क्या सर्च करना?
अरे पूयम में मैं इंडिया था. दे आर वेरी फेमस ऑन लाइक इन द इन्फ्लुएंसर्स क्योंकि वो फ्री है ना. अरे एयर फ्राइड होता है ना.
हेल्दी बोल.
हाँ हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल.
हेल्दी बोल दे बस. हाँ वो हटाते बोल देना हेल्दी बोल दे. ठीक है.
अच्छा একটা question अच्छा is this song currently like currently so sad
Ah, this is famous. Like it is a ever time song type.
हाँ.
Recently?
Nah,
No,
no booms, no recent
Nah,
booms
matlab,
of this
it is
song.
like famous, like वो ever times like
हाँ.
song type.
Recent Booba.
Nah, no, not recently.
ना ना.
No, not really. Okay, next question. Short question. You just need to focus on the picture and
Just focus on the question.
give the funda of what actually happened. Two keywords. Proper nouns. Proper nouns.
You can give anything, but the
Proper nouns I mean ओरकम बोल दो.
please focus on this question.
No, proper noun China.
हाँ.
It is a generic
हाँ.
word.
दो कीवर्ड, 3 words, anything. हाँ. But I need those 2 words are important.
2 to 3 words, those 2 we are looking for. It is generic but important.
I can't say.
The
Okay.
main hint is in the question.
हाँ.
And the question includes both the image and the picture.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, just
question.
you need to identify why did the docufilm become famous very recently. So just the funda. And I don't need X. Okay, moving on to the question 6. I just need the snack brand and the funda they used to like tackle the issue they faced in 2025. Okay, question 5. I need the collective term as to what they are referred to. Okay, question 4.
1 word.
Okay.
Star mark बोल दे.
This is a star mark question. Okay, moving on to question 3. Just the person and the what is he trying to depict through this picture.
बहुत tough side.
Okay, question 2.
like the case with the person is if you know you know
No, I think it is. He is very popular.
हाँ, very popular.
He is very popular. Okay, this is Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's, This is Jake Gyllenhaal from Brokeback Mountain, the character of Jake Gyllenhaal. This is Lord Anthony Bridgerton from Bridgerton and Lady Singham from Singham. The character they have played, matlab not the actors or actresses.
Okay.
And this is an inexhaustive list, so more characters can be added. Event. Okay, moving on to the first question. I just need the location. Okay, so I think we are finished with the rollback. Please, question 1 again. One. Okay. Okay, so it's done. Moving on to the, you have to answer. Moving on to the answers. Please submit your answer sheets.
मैं आंसर दूंगा अभी, रुको एक सेकंड, मैं आंसर दूंगा, सुनना क्या क्या आंसर दूंगा मैं।
कुछ ऐसा हंसा है पूरा भाई।
Has everyone submitted?
इसमें दे दे, क्विज़ो 26 में भेज दे।
क्या आंसर? हाँ
हाँ, सब शीट्स कलेक्ट हो गया है। हाँ,
बढ़िया क्या?
एक सेकंड,
Please hurry up.
वो पोकेमोन वाला है क्या?
अभी देखें।
Okay. So I think everybody has submitted.
मैच हार गया।
हम देखे, हम इसीलिए तुमसे पूछे how are you?
What's up? Answers.
हाँ, ठीक है, शीट्स हो गया ना। हम एक बार ये आंसर्स भेज दे रहे हैं।
हाँ,
चेकिंग के लिए आंसर्स,
हाँ,
चेकिंग के लिए आंसर्स भेज दिए हैं। Guys, we'll discuss the answers right now. Yeah. What is the answer to this?
Guesses?
That
No.
they said the correct one.
Who said the correct one?
They said the correct one. Can you?
Okay. Yes, it is Vikas Puri, and it was mentioned Lady Vikas Puri. Moving on to the next question. Yes, that is the answer. It is Neeta Ambani's Halloween party. Alia Bhatt as Lara Croft, Neeta Ambani as Audrey Hepburn, Aryan Khan as Brokeback, Jake Gyllenhaal, Karan Johar, Lord Anthony Bridgerton, and Lady Singham was Lady Singham itself.
Guys, silence, please, silence.
Okay.
हाँ?
क्या
पे तो given ना Lara Croft.
Okay, moving on to the question 3. And the reason? Exactly. He was holding a CD/ROM and show how much memory it can hold. Next question. No. It's American series. British? Okay. We'll come back to it later.
Okay.
Question 4.
Question 4. Any guesses on question 4? Yeah.
Hail Mary. There is no two parts. There is only one part. There is one part only. I need only Hail Mary.
Will the carry get
Next question.
or 2 pack? There is only one.
I think the answer is given in the question itself. Answer: bachelors abroad and return to build the Indian ecosystem. Okay, which brand is this? Okay, yes, that's the right answer. They made edible placards, which the police later realized. Okay, next question. Yes, 0.54 million. English Premier League. Oh, sorry. Yes, right answer. It is the viral penguin walk, which became viral. Okay. Moving on to the next question.
Any guesses for this one? That is the correct answer.
That is right. It was an April Fool prank. April was in the question itself.
The answer was in the question itself. In April.
Okay, next question. Right answer. Move on to the question then. Answer for this: Genghis Khan. Right answer.
Let's move on to question 11.
Search করছি. ঠিক আছে, 0.5.
Shirsho, question 11. Any guesses for the... Oh, wait. Sorry. Next question. Sorry. Final sir question. Any guesses for this question now that this... Oh. Any guesses for this question now that this question is out? Correct.
কি question कर रहे हो?
Any guesses for this one? No. Nah. Next. Can you show the answer? They have a dual citizenship. No, border share is not the answer. No, dual citizenship should be the answer. No. We share a border with Pakistan, so that is not dual citizenship. Question number 12. What is this? Any guesses? So let's move to the answer. This is the plot against the king. It was written by Kash Patel, the FBI director. In his fantasy, he helps King Donald take back his throne. Move on to question number 13. That is the correct answer. This is Dragon Ball Super, but marks would be given for Dragon Ball. Shirsho. The answer is Dragon Ball. Marks would be given for Dragon Ball. If you have mentioned the franchisee in any way, you will get the points. Yeah, that is the correct. X is Julian Lennon and Y is Sean Lennon. This was said by John Lennon. So if I would have given that it would be in the 60s and 70s, so that would have been a total giveaway. Yeah, and this one, what is the conflicts is the right answer. I just need conflicts. Kellogg's Cereals. And this one, that is the correct answer. It is Flamigo. The Pokemon is named Flamigo and the real world counterpart is Flamingo. Can we go to the distribution map once? These are the areas native to flamingos, where flamingos are found.
I don't think that is.
Let's
Nepal.
move on. And this one, that is the correct answer. It is Malabar Parotha. Now question number 18. Red Bull. It features the Indian gore as its logo. Answer. That is the Indian species. Now question number 19. What happens to... That is the correct answer. They are broken into small stones and sold as collectible. The actual curling stones are broken down into small curling stones and sold as giftware and collectibles. Now question number 20. This one, any answers? What does the sneaker celebrate?
Ayush, eta padle na.
No. No.
Moving on to the answer.
Moving on to the answer. It celebrates 420 Ganja Divas and the show is South Park and the illustration is used as when UV light falls on it, the illustration changes.
Okay, a small announcement. Please look
Please
out in
stay
the
back.
group. The finalists will be announced in the open general group itself. Okay.
But the series is not.
Are series I know is not American.
American love story.
हाँ lunch.
American love story এটা।
American produce তাই জন্য লিখেছি।